How's it going, everyone? Seth Muntz here with Disc Golf Strong. In this video, I'm going to show you a great exercise that's going to help strengthen those shoulders and really strengthen your core and really also strengthen those hips as well, okay? So the other day I was on the course. I was at hole 1 at my local course, Ryan Ranch, and I saw like 7 guys get out of a van, and they all looked like they had traveled for a distance to get there. And I was just sitting there watching them, and they get out, they walk right up to the hole 1 tee pad, and they all throw. No warm up or anything, they all throw, and after each one of the throws, not a single one of them didn't do this. They were either doing this with their shoulder, or they were doing this with their hand, or they were rubbing their elbow, okay? So that just shows the importance of some sort of warm up, okay? Now, what was going on, there was something going on with their shoulders or their elbow when they threw. Well, our shoulders, okay, if we don't strengthen them and we don't strengthen all the muscles inside the shoulders, the stabilizers, and then we go to throw, okay, the muscles here in the rotator cuff, okay, you've probably heard rotator cuff before, right? So there, people say, I injured my rotator cuff, right? Well, these rotator cuff muscles are all right here, and their job is to do this. This is the ball of this bone right here, okay? This is the socket. They're supposed to do this. When anything wants to pull that arm out of the socket, they go and they suck that ball in the socket, and then they help it move around inside there. Well, if our shoulder stabilizers are weak, okay, and I'm coming around in a disc golf throw, when I do this, the momentum and the force wants to take my shoulder that way. So all these stabilizers have to go and suck that shoulder into the socket, okay? The head of the bone into the socket, or else it's gonna go that way. And if it doesn't suck it in, then it's gonna cause a lot of different issues going on in the shoulder. So this is going to be a great exercise that you can do to help strengthen up those shoulder stabilizer muscles, and also in the meantime really strengthen the core as well, okay? So you're going to find a wall. You can do this at home, you can do this at work, okay? Just find some open real estate. I'm just going to take my hands, put them here, and when I put my hands here, my body wants to do this, okay? Wants to shrug in towards the wall, my torso. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to think about pushing my hands, pushing my body away from the wall, and making dents in the wall with my hands. So like this, okay? So we want to do this. We push down, push away from the wall, and that really gets my shoulder stabilizers working really hard, okay? As well as my upper back muscles. Now, my feet are shoulder width apart. Now, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one hand off and slowly touch the other shoulder. Now, I'm not only working the shoulder stabilizers here, but also my core, because when I do this, my body wants to rotate. So my core muscles are turning on to make sure that doesn't happen. Just like this. Push, don't let it do this. Push, here. Push, push. So strengthen that shoulder, strengthen that core. Now you can start out here if you need. Okay, I'm on the balls of my feet, start out here, or you can move down if you need as well. Now, if this feels pretty easy, you need a little more challenge, you can head to the ground. Now on the ground, here, I can start on my knees. My knees are about shoulder width apart as well, shoulder width apart. I'm gonna drive my hands into the ground, so I'm not doing this, I'm doing this, okay? That's me pushing down. Then I take one hand off, touch, strengthen the shoulder, strengthen the core. And this is the core, it's strengthening the ability to not rotate, which is important because these sports that we play, disc golf, it's a anti-rotational sport, which means that we don't rotate through our core, we rotate through our hips and our shoulders, okay? Our hips and our upper back. Our core is made to be stiffened and not make us rotate through our lower back. Because if you rotate through your lower back, you're probably gonna have a back injury one day, okay? So that's what this is doing. And then if I need more challenge than that, I come to here. Now the goal of this is not to lift my arm. If this was the goal, I would just do this, okay? The goal is to get stiff and stable, and you might recognize this as a plank exercise. I get stiff and stable, and then I challenge my ability to not move by lifting, okay? Just like that. So try that out at home, try it out you can even try it out at work, okay? Try it out on the course if you'd like. It's gonna really work on the shoulders and the core. 6 to 10 repetitions, so a repetition, like this would be a repetition, so that's 1 repetition each side. 6 to 10 repetitions each side, 2 to 3 sets or 2 to 3 rounds of those, it would be a great starting point, okay? So find which option works best for you, which variation, the wall, the knees, or the toes, okay? And work through there. So find one that works for you, that's challenging, but that you can successfully complete it, all right? Try that out. Let me know how it feels. Have a wonderful day. Go play disc golf strong.